So a few days ago, I got my very first paid photography gig for real estate, and I've never seen anyone on YouTube document their very first experience. So I thought it would be cool if I shared it with you guys so that you could learn and try it out for yourself. So first of all, how did I do this? Well, I used to work for a real estate firm. I did IT and I did this one firm's website stuff, but now I don't work for them anymore. So I decided to reach out to one of my old coworkers asking if any of the real estate agents were looking for a photographer, and luckily one was. So I simply just wrote an email to them saying, hey, I'm an up-and-coming photographer. I heard you were looking for one that you need to take some pictures of some listings for you. I would be willing to do that. If you're interested, let me know. And luckily, this realtor was. So it kind of was a little bit of luck base, but I'm sure if there's a bunch of realtors from that firm. If I reached out to each and every one, I had a good chance of getting at least one to make a deal with me. So she agreed, even though I'm new and don't have a lot of experience. She gave me the time and place, and I was off to the races. I was really excited and I was like, yes, this is my chance, starting my freelance career. This is gonna be really great. But then a little while later, she sent me another email saying, okay, just making sure like you have a wide angle lens and these are the kind of shots I want and this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, 18 millimeter is wide enough, I'll be fine. Well, then I started doing my own research and looking at other real estate photographers' websites, YouTube videos, Google, what have you, and quickly discovered that, 18 wasn't gonna cut it. So I talked to some of my photographer friends, experts, did more research, and found a lens that was wide angle, could do the job, and wasn't gonna completely break my bank. So I found the Tokina 11-20 f2.8. I quickly ordered it and made sure that it would get here before the date of the shoot. And then I decided to start practicing as soon as I got it. So by the time this video goes up, I will have had this lens for like 3-4 days now, give or take. So not a whole lot of time, but what I did was I learned everything there was to know about exposure bracketing and, when to use certain wide shots and when not, what level to have the camera at, all of that jazz. And I started practicing around my own house. Okay, so right now I'm in my living room. I'm going to set up the tripod, right? And probably, from this angle and take a photo of the living room and see how that turns out. So let's give it a go. But first, we really gotta clean. There's just stuff everywhere. So I'm gonna clean that up and then we will take a photo and practice. Okay, so now that we have Lightroom open, we are going to import the photos. So since we did a bracketed exposure, it took 5 different photos so that we can merge them together so that the windows aren't blown out. So we will select these 5 here, import, you have them here. So if you select them all and then go up to photo, photo merge, HDR merge, it will gather the data. Lightroom will do its magic thing. So here we go. Here's the photo all done. All 5 images are merged together and the windows still are blown out a little bit, but that's okay. We can still fix that in editing. So I'm gonna hit merge and then it will do its thing once again. So here we go. It merged the photos, so we can still go back and edit them a little bit if we want to. We can probably, bring down the highlights a little bit more, maybe even bring down the exposure a little bit. And we want to keep this as natural looking as possible. Maybe add a little bit more coolness to it. I mean, there's, you know, probably what I would give to the realtor. Now, one thing, luckily this is just practice, but one thing I will note is I forgot to turn on the lights. That is something through my research I've found is very important, so I need to make sure all of the lights are on in all of the rooms before I photograph them. I did the best I could with the blinds and the curtains, making sure they were, you know, the same length and everything, and making sure everything was all uniform. And, you know, I cleaned up the living room, did the best I could with that as well. And I think it turned out pretty okay for my first, like, practice real estate shoot. I don't want to overthink it too much, so I'm just gonna, you know, go in with all this knowledge. I practiced a little bit with my camera so that I know what I'm doing, so that I'm not like fumbling around the whole time, and yeah, I think we're just gonna go in tomorrow and give it a whirl. So yeah, practice a little bit around my house. Now we will wake up tomorrow and go on the shoot, and hopefully it goes well. So I'm gonna bring you guys along for the journey, and yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Okay, it's the morning of the photo shoot. I don't know how formal I have to be, so have a dress. We'll find out if that was too much when we get there. I don't know if the realtor or if anyone's gonna be there. If no one's at the house, I'll record when I'm there, but if there are people at the house, I probably won't. So yeah, I guess you'll find out in the next clip. Alright, did an outfit change because I thought the dress was a little too much. Just got here to the house. I have no idea if anyone is here or not. I know the agent is not coming, so I'm gonna see if the homeowner's here, and yeah, get started.
1 hour later.
Okay, just finished up. The homeowner is there, but not the agent. I just went in. I was there for about an hour, you know, took pictures of the house all from the outside, backyard, then of all the rooms inside the house, and yeah, now we're gonna go back and edit them. Okay, got back, ate some food. Now I'm gonna start the technical side of things and start editing the photos. But instead of doing them for this video, I'm going to give you guys an excuse to follow my Twitch. It's in the description below, and I do editing on my stream sometimes, along with play some games, so if you ever want to hang out, learn about editing and that kind of thing, follow my Twitch channel. It's always a good time. So yeah, instead of putting all that boring technical stuff in this video, I'm going to do it on my Twitch, and then yeah, I will conclude this video. Okay, so it is currently the next day. Here are some of the final images that I edited and sent over to the realtor. As soon as I was done editing them, I sent them right over, and she emailed me back saying that she would look over them and email me if there were any issues, and as of this moment of time, she has not emailed me. So I'm assuming that means I did a good job for her. At least I hope I did. If anything changes, or, you know, I have to go back and do reshoots or something along those lines, I will update you guys on Twitter, so that gives you an excuse to follow me there, to keep following me on this journey to see how that goes. So in terms of editing the final photos and sending them over, she told me not to adjust the file sizes or the aspect ratio or all that. And I just tried to make them look as realistic as possible. The only thing I really adjusted was the white balance and some of the highlights and exposure of some of the images, just to make sure like certain things of the house weren't super like blown out or dark or whatever. I definitely know I made some mistakes looking back at some of the photos. Like, there was this one I took on the deck, and on the LCD screen of the camera, I couldn't even tell that there was anything wrong with it, but then when I went back to edit, I saw it was completely just blown out, and I was like, I can't even like fix this to send it. So that was kind of disappointing. And some other things like cleaning up some of the stuff in, you know, the bedroom and stuff, making sure the curtains and the blinds were all the same length. I was kind of like jittery and nervous when I was there, so I wasn't paying as close attention to those details as I was when I was practicing here at my house. But now I know moving forward to do that. And yeah, overall, I think this was a really cool experience to film like my first like freelance real estate shoot, and kind of, you know, hopefully, you know, a year or two or, you know, a while down the road, I can look back at this, see where I was, and see where I will be at in the future. So this was a really cool video for me to make. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will definitely keep making videos along this line, keep showing my journey and progress and how I do things, and yeah, hopefully be successful. So yeah, hopefully you guys were able to take something from this video, and I'm excited to, you know, document the rest of my journey going along my freelance real estate career and trying to make a living off of creating cool content. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe so that you never miss a video from me. And yeah, that's gonna do it. So until next time, I'll see you later, Gators. Peace. Oof, it is real hot up here. Holy cannoli.